Okay, greetings everyone. This is First and 2753 with the next episode of Geopolitical Simulator 4 Power and Revolution, playing the Somalian Challenge. We've retaken Puntland, except for one city in the north where we saw a lot of resistance actually up here. Because I think there are actually a lot of rebel bases in this last city here. Some of our forces are in retreat. I'm going to have to concentrate, I think, my forces to move into this territory. We've taken a lot of territory, so I'm going to actually just try and see if I can go ahead and get Puntland to... I'll make them one more offer. Proposed peace treaty against terrorist group. Let's go to Puntland. Rebel organization disarms and becomes a political party. What? I can't do that. For some reason I can't do any of it. It's not accepting. Why is that? I'm gonna let some time play off here. Maybe things will recalibrate. Click. There it is. Okay. So that's weird. I'm wondering why that's not working. Can I just go through a week and recalibrate things? Let's let these forces redeploy. I'm gonna have to remobilize my army in general. Let's see, what do I have here as far as army resources? That's our refugee camp. These are special forces. Here's our headquarters. There are no soldiers there. Whoa. I guess maybe I did this in the previous episode. Okay. Total Jihad refuses. And Puntland refuses. Okay, so we already did that. Alright, so that didn't work. Now, another question I posed, I guess in the last episode, was should I go ahead and change the powers of Parliament? And what we could do here, determine powers of Parliament. Right now they're a consultative role, no real power. Parliament under the control of a single party, which is kind of what we have. Or votes, laws, but no motions of confidence. I wish there was like an option in between the two of these. But I guess with Parliament you can't have that. I don't know. Okay, so that kind of limits my options there. I could authorize the use of referendums on a national level. I could change the length of Parliament, 5 years. System for electing Parliament, I could change from majority to proportional. The majority system gives the ballots to those who obtain the highest amount of votes. This system generally allows to choose a stable majority on which the administration is able to lean in order to rule the country. On the other hand, since it demolishes small parties, it is not a faithful representation of the electoral core, and as opposed to proportional system. This gives ballots to this one. The proportional system gives the ballots according to the number of votes, which favors small parties. But even though the proportional method is more democratic, parties must rely consistently on different alliances in order to rule, all of which create certain instability in the government. Alright, so I was going to go ahead and change the powers, because Patreon supporter Dominic had suggested it sounds like a good idea, and I'm still thinking about doing it, but I'm also thinking about maybe a half measure here, so not to give up too much power, and I'm wondering what happens if I switch to a proportional system of election to favor small parties, which will allow, possibly allow, or be more appealing to the Puntland group to join. So I'm going to go ahead and check this out on a poll, just to see what we got here. A lot of people are in favor of it. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pass that. And maybe then we can get some wiggle room in the negotiations. There is a rebel base right here. Good God. Let's pull out this cruiser. Oh my God. Click, click, click. There it is. Now, click again. Click here. Fire. Terrorism, assassination of somebody.
It's awful. No,
Homeland
it's
Security.
not a suicide. There's no doubt about that. But a
Oh, no.
terrible assassination.
It's not the home. That was the Minister of Homeland Security. It was somebody who disappeared. Oh, we have. Wow, look at all these people disappearing. We got 3 people assassinated here. I would like to appoint new ministers, I think. Can I do other political parties? I don't have any other political parties. You know what I could do? Maybe I can appoint ministers from other parties. What the heck? They just took the base. How did they sneak in there? They just captured my military base. These guys are still stuck there. Good lord. 2,000 soldiers. Alright, this looks like a good group to try to retake the harbor. Oh, God. Did you see that? They got control over the cruiser, too. What? How did that happen? The total jihad has taken over the naval base and the cruiser. Public finances are looking really good. Hold on, I want to check that out. And look at the economy at all. Surplus, excess, $20 million. Good, let's keep that going.
Everything has
Let's
been
appear there. Keep our popularity secure. Hopefully these 2,000 troops can retake the base. And the cruiser. I can't believe the cruiser went as well. The cruiser was outside the base. That was like a mutiny or something like that. What a disaster, politically. No aid there. No aid there. I didn't mean to click on it. I can't send them any aid because there's no... Oh, there's some damage. I don't have any money to send anyways. Wait a minute. I might have some money. Oh, come on. Just disappeared on me. China. These estimations are all in progress. That stinks. Those estimations are available for such a small window of time. It's tough to get in there quickly. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on here. Is there any support we can send from the base? 106 soldiers? Nope. What are they looking at? 2,800 fighters, 13 pickup trucks, 130 some mercenaries. We're getting a good number of them here. Yes! Cutting that force in half. We're running out of troops. Damn. They concentrated all their forces there, it looks like. But we cut their number of fighters in half with that assault. What do we have down here? Not that many. 300. Alright, let's move these guys into that base. Yikes. 19 soldiers in that big city. Okay, well, that assault took out a good portion of the total jihad, but they still control the naval base. And I was going to deploy the cruiser north to help in this Puntland assault, but we're getting stalled here, it looks like. This city, we don't know what the numbers are like here. 54. 632. $883. 471. Alright, I'm gonna start moving troops out of some of these cities. What the heck? Come on. Try to move troops out of some of these cities and consolidate them somewhere. Right here. Okay, let's take that entire group. I would like to bring in some tanks as well. What are my army numbers here? Took a big loss there. We're down 3,000, but we have a pretty big population to recruit from in Somalia. With 44 unemployment rate, inflation at 10%. My God. I don't want to touch the interest rates at all because we need those. 5.53. All right. Advance there. $254. Hopefully none of these guys get hit on the way. And I would like some tanks. Where are my tanks? 863. 10 tanks. Level 2. How many tanks do I have left? $33 tanks, it looks like. Law has been passed. Okay, with that law passed, let's go ahead and try negotiations again. This time, let's let a week go by and just let things, make sure they're calibrated properly. And then there's another total jihad base. 2,000. Alright, here's an idea. Let's launch this group there. And I want to deploy my missile launchers south. I don't want to use missile launchers on that base because I don't want to destroy it. What's going on with these wind farms? They're going to be produced pretty soon. It's about 28 days left on those wind farms.
It's awful.
Yeah, we already saw that.
The decree takes effect as of today.
Alright, so the decree has taken effect. I think I'm going to go ahead and offer peace with the Puntland group. Oppose peace and fighting a terrorist group. Maybe now there'll be some appeal because they can actually become a political party in a proportional voting system. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that that matters to some extent. These guys are still stuck there. 7 tanks. Come on. 699 at this base now. Well, reinforcements. Alright, can I launch a missile strike there? That's probably not a good idea. Okay, our troops are moving. I want some tanks. Let's go ahead and take these 10 tanks. Let's deploy them here. 1,025 with another 254 on the way. About another 600 troops on the way, plus 10 tanks. And let's send our commandos. We're going to use our commandos in city combat for assassination purposes. Alright, so mobilization in the north around this city is Kush Uban. I probably butchered that. I apologize to anyone in Somalia who's watching. If anyone in Somalia is actually watching. That would be amazing. And I'm not trying to make any political statements here, just FYI. As always. This is a Patreon suggestion. They've retaken more territory. Oh, come on, assassination.
The investigation on the ground into the attack and the information that
They've identified them as the assassins. I'm worried about these missile launchers, actually. They're getting a little too close, too deep into enemy territory, but we've got 2,600 troops. I was gonna send these reinforcements. I sent them. Probably should have sent them earlier, but let's send them ahead as well. And now 2 bases have emerged out here. Probably hit them both. How are those tanks going? Special forces, 10 tanks. I'm worried about the tanks. Everyone else, I think, is going to mobilize nicely in that territory. Agreement negotiation. And they refuse again. Alright, we'll try them later. I'm going to have to retake all the cities, I think. Now, time for a missile launch. There's our missile launchers. Time for them to launch against these bases here. They've got no protection. I should get infantry out there to protect them. But doesn't look like it's happening. We have missiles, right? I've got 97 missiles. Launch it. Launch it. Alright, back up out of here. We'll check back in that in a second. It looks like, oh, it's paused. I'm gonna move slow.
Another group has claimed responsibility.
Launch it. See if I can get the entire theater of war on the screen. There we go. Alright, 2,600 infantry attacking the naval base, trying to retake it. 15 missile launchers in the north with orders to strike. Let's fire on them. And look at these. These, I think, tell us the size of the base, actually. See these little bars here? I never noticed that before. They're not firing. Something wrong with the missiles. There should be reinforcements coming up from the south. 600 troops. I guess I can move quicker. There's a shot. Looks like we took out that base. Take out that one. I think we might have got a hit there too. Looks like we got one mercenary or something like that. Alright, and that one disappeared. There's another one. Fire. I don't know what's going on with these guys. What are you doing? Issuance of debt, 63 million. Come on, I thought we were at a surplus. There's the reinforcements. And these infantry are not moving. These guys are, though. Here we go. Something's happening. I did not give that order. And it looks like they are merging, and there's some fighting going on. Get them. Stop turning around and attack. What is going on here? What was that? I hate the combat in this game. Combat in this game is the worst. And they're getting slaughtered. Their base is really strong. We might just have to destroy our naval base. Okay. Well, I'd rather not have it in the hands of the enemy. How much did we get with that one? Not much. We just wiped out their base. Lost our base. Yuck. That's horrible. I thought we were going to take out some troops that were in the base. I guess we took out their cruiser. Which was our cruiser. Oh, man. Setbacks here. Definitely having some setbacks in Somalia. But I like that the missile launchers were in range to just launch from the base, and they didn't have to actually leave. Still waiting for reinforcements to mobilize here in the north. Look at this group. Let's see if we can't take them out. Hit him. Ah, disappeared. 1,600. These are the 10 tanks. I'm going to take that entire force and move it against that Puntland base and try to retake last Puntland city, and just try to retake the entire region here. I can't believe I had to issue more debt. I thought I had a surplus going. A lot of Puntland bases around here. And they've got 5,000 fighters. Sheesh. Okay, let's try to move on this city. Actually, how much time have we got here? I'm going to end the episode right now. And then the next episode we'll resume our Puntland campaign. This was a little bit of a setback here, but we did take out a good chunk of the Total Jihad. Again, been trapping a number of them, but they got the best of us with that naval base, I think. So that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. You can support me on Patreon down below, or check my Twitter channel. I'm going to start Twitch. I'm going to start doing some Twitch live streaming, hopefully. And I think Geopolitical Simulator isn't supported by Twitch, as far as I know, as far as I understand. I wasn't able to pull that up, but I'm going to try to look into maybe some transportation games. Particularly, I'm probably just going to do like some with no audio, just as like ambiance and background and everything. I think I think it was Dominique who suggested that just that the music for that one game, Transocean Shipping Company, was just kind of therapeutic. And I like to put games on in the background with no audio sometimes while I'm doing work at my desk. And so I'm probably going to be putting that on Steam again, or not on Steam, on Twitch again. And I'll try to post the videos. I'm not going to be able to monetize those videos, so if you do appreciate them and you like them, well, more likes the better. But if you can support me on Patreon, that would be great, and that would signal that you guys want some more. But, you know, I'll base it on views and everything. And also, more importantly, if you guys can follow me on Twitch, that would be actually the best thing. If you can't, you know, fund Patreon, I know that's a lot, but if you want to follow me on Twitch, I am looking to get a Twitch partnership going soon. So, if you like that Transoceanic Shipping Company with no audio idea, go ahead and click the Twitch link down below and follow me there. That's the best way to support me if you're in Twitch. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you. Feel free to comment as always, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.